welcome to the BIPOC Happy Hour. What's up, everybody? It's Uncle Ray here. We're at the BIPOC Happy Hour, the Black Indigenous People of Color wind down, where we worked all day and now we gonna sit up and talk about stuff that's going on. And let me get my face in the print right here. All the lights and stuff is fucking with me. I'm Uncle Ray, Brother Dennis, Brother Bobby, Sister Simon. How y'all doing this afternoon?
I have relationship issues today.
I'm doing good.
Well, this is kind of this is are you an asshole Wednesday? So tell us so we can decide if you're the one in the wrong or not. Tell us what your situation is.
Well, okay, now I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'm not in a relationship currently.
Okay, so you single. We got that clear. You single, no DMs on nothing.
Right. Now,
only friends.
If I'm having coitus with you,
coitus. What the fuck is the coitus? You over my head. Bring me down. What's the coitus? What's the coitus?
Ask Google. I don't understand. How much do I owe you as far as me being honest with you? Oh, dead silence.
Wait a minute. We got to absorb the question. That's not a just right off the back question. You said y'all two are bumping uglies.
That's it.
And so now you need to know how honest do you need to be with them other than just bumping uglies.
Well, now that we bumping uglies, they want to make it seem like I owe them something. I thought from Jump Street, this was not like I told them, I don't jump out of relationships and jump to relationships. I do like to have coitus.
You like to bump uglies.
Right.
Just keep it real.
So and then he gets this attitude and I said something that I didn't mean to say, and I can say it over, but like I don't owe you a damn thing really, is what the gist of it. I'm like, you decided to get a nut and I did too. Now you act me to like I'm not honest. What am I not honest about? And I need to check myself, and I'm like, what the who?
I'm glad y'all are having the conversation because as long as you converse, you can work these things out.
What is the work out? I don't owe them anything.
The workout if you still want to go back to that.
Go back to what?
To that person because that person's going farther than you going.
I don't understand.
They want more out of what y'all got than you giving out.
No, they don't because they do the same thing I'm doing. I know for a fact.
So both y'all hoes and one hoe want the other one to be more honest. Is that what you're telling me? What does that mean?
Help me understand that. No, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, I don't sweat the situation. I know what it is. If I see you out with somebody else, I ain't stepping to you acting the clown, acting the fool. I ain't doing it.
Right, y'all got y'all thing.
No, I thought it was a secret. I thought that, like it goes away when we go away.
It goes away when y'all go, or when y'all both did, that's when the secret come out?
No, he's trying to bring it to me like, I'm going to tell him, like, I don't care.
He gonna let everybody know that y'all doing it? Like they're just gonna throw somebody off the block?
I don't know what he's trying to threaten me. Like, I don't. Yeah, that's like. This is my first time with that, and like understanding like, where does that come from?
How old are they?
Oh, I didn't want to ask that question. I didn't.
Bobby, why you do this to me?
I didn't want to ask the question. I was this close.
Because I know a 44 or 45-year-old person ain't gonna play those type of games. That's why I asked how old are they.
No, so not at all.
It's a game?
Yes. If y'all two not talking about settling down, then that's a game.
Y'all just fucking.
So I thought, okay, bumping uglies. Y'all just bumping uglies. That's it.
Okay, the reason why I say this is because they accuse me because I'm older. That I'm trying to manipulate them because I have a little bit more. Or whatever. That's what he made it seem like. Like, since you think you can take advantage of me because you got this, that, and the other, and I ain't got it yet. And I'm like, I'm homeless too, damn it. So I'm like, I don't have anything over you. that you gotta come here?
So
Since you haven't, since you didn't answer the question, is this person over 30 years old?
Kinda.
Okay.
No.
Thank you. You see
They
how that rolls.
27. They're over 30.
Right. Yeah.
He ain't over 30.
He ain't over 30. Just the basic. And that would have been the basic.
Y'all can't take it. You round up at 7.
You round up at 7.
No, you don't.
30 something.
Thank you, Rox.
don't.
Thanks, Rox. Thank you, Rox.
You don't round up, and you know the rule. And this is because you go on outside of the rule, and you know what the rule is.
No, I don't.
Remind them, Rox.
Not date people that are younger than your youngest child.
Oh, no shit. Rox said it. Rox said the words. Younger than your youngest.
Okay.
baby.
They say they've been through a lot and they understand, so they're not young.
Apparently, they don't understand because we're having this conversation.
Next
I
question.
learned something today. If you got to
Yes.
tell, I learned something today. If you feel the need to tell more than 2 people a situation or an issue, then you need to go back to the original person because it's a big issue.
It's bigger than you think.
Okay.
Wow. Yes.
Well, I think we got into it because I wouldn't give them $20. That's what started the whole conversation. So
Okay, are y'all hanging out?
Or are you
Fucking
being
around?
a coin?
Or are you the coin?
I'm not the
Hey,
coin.
hold on. And who's this
Are
other
you sure?
relationship? Who's this other relationship you're supposed to be in with?
What do you
And
mean?
how
by
long
that?
ago that been? You said you don't jump out of one relationship into another.
He's
You
still
just got out of
grieving the
a
last one.
You just got out of a relationship?
Oh, about a year ago or a year and a half ago.
Oh, that's not jumping.
But still, we knew from Jump Street that it wasn't going to amount to, a whole lot of something. I thought.
It was just bumping ugly session. That was it. Just to knock out some steam. That's
Well, I don't know if
See, I'm gonna start a
But hold on,
class.
hold on. We
I'm
all
starting a
over
class.
30.
Rock is starting a class.
I'm gonna start a class.
On how to bump uglies with grace.
How to start your relationship off with the expectations that you need to be seen and heard. Because I feel like so many people get in to relationships because they start hanging out. They start fucking around. It's real good. You're having fun. It's no rules. Don't tell me who you're doing. I won't tell you who I'm doing. Like all
You're just
that kind
having
of
fun.
stuff. And then people start to catch feelings.
They
But
fall
they
in that
don't
hole.
ever really go back and create the dynamic about this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is what I expect inside of a relationship. We have moved from fucking around to being in a relationship, and this is what I expect. We don't do that. It's like, oh, it's all good. It's fun.
Did y'all
But
even
then
get to that
also-
part, Dennis? Had y'all made it that part?
Hold on, then also, Dennis, you probably almost twice his age. Remember back when you was 25, 26, 27.
So you probably got a daddy
started-
syndrome.
Our relationship started on Monday and ended on Thursday, but that was the longest relationship we ever had. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to look at that. That's what they looking at. Their heart still is moldable. They still falling in love. You may be giving it to them the right way, and they feel like they got their connection. I don't know, but still, you got to look at that. Your age difference.
They got daddy issues.
So when they say they grown and they've been through all this and they already know what their age is, that don't mean nothing?
The same thing it meant to you when you used those words when you was that age.
It means
Don't mean
if you
that.
can't figure out how to get $20 on your own, bye, boo. Bye.
That's what it secretly means.
But if I have a man and I ask him for $20, I do expect him to have it. If he got it.
Wait a minute, but that's the Bobby. You threw the wrong word, and you said if he got it. You should
But,
make sure he
also-
gets it from me.
Hold on, then also don't stop something that you've been doing because I made a statement. If I didn't make this statement before, would you still have given me that $20?
Right.
Bobby, I noticed you also said my man,
Right.
which is a different connotation than somebody I'm fucking around with.
Well, he's mine.
We just
but
bumping uglies.
He's mine from 5:30 to 5:45. You understand what I'm saying?
Pick off scene. 5:30, 5:45.
But I
So,
guess,
you know,
but I guess when he's around, I think
That
he
was a
thinks
Cohen.
he's exclusive. Like he's
Didn't you all have that discussion that y'all just bumping uglies?
no.
Oh.
And that didn't really seem super confident about exclusivity.
Right.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
Like
No.
you didn't sound firm in it. Like
Like the ducks do.
Right.
Being a duck. You gonna be
so
monogamous? You had a monogamous conversation?
what attracted you to the young man?
New booty.
What do you have
No,
in
I
common?
knew it for a long time. No, the conversation. He did have I thought he was older than what he really is, with the way he was talking at first. I thought he had a little head on his shoulder, because that was the whole premise that got me towards him in the first place. One evening, we got drunk, and I was saying that sort of night, we never negotiated sex, but that night we was both doing that. It just happened, and then it just happened again some kind of way, and we've never really discussed when it happened. It just happens every now and then.
Okay, be the man, Dennis, and have the conversation.
Yes.
Because you're the adult in this situation.
See, I don't want to hear
Clearly.
that. See, that's the whole thing. I think we got into it because everybody think I'm supposed to be older and take that total responsibility. That's not fair.
You are older, and you should take that responsibility. It has nothing to do about being fair. You are older, and you've been there.
Right. You have more experience.
Right. There's no need to be talking about fairness in this. You
But
need to
he said
educate
like
that young man.
he feel like he's 60 or like me because what he been through.
But that's fair on both ends. It's not just doing it for him. It's also doing it for yourself.
Excuse me, you said he's 27?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so yeah, you should do that. Don't have a conversation, buddy. It only take 10 minutes to have a conversation, but then all whacked up.
I mean, from my experience, daddies make the rules anyway. So there you go.
Right. You're not turning into mama?
Oh, this is a high crowded place.
Ain't nothing to please. It's just basic life stories. You got a little
why? Because we not Minnesota nice? Because we saying it for real, we laying it down like the realness.
So the fact that he has been through so much.
At 27?
Yeah. He been put out, lived on the street, blah, blah, blah. He had a whole story of, of the things he's been through.
I mean, we all have our issues. We all did our things, but you still are the oldest of the situation.
30 years older.
Not only you not trying to do, okay, I understand. You say we both men, we both of age, but to protect my peace, I would make sure I had that conversation. I wouldn't be sitting here right now like you are at this moment trying to figure it out. I would have been there with like, so what's up? What we doing?
But Bobby, I don't understand.
You told him what we doing.
No,
we only bumping uglies.
Hold on, Ray. Bobby, he's over 18. He's 27. What do I owe that? I mean, he's a grown man.
I didn't say you owe anything.
An honest conversation.
You don't owe him a damn thing but the dick or whatever you giving him. So you don't owe them shit. I said protect your peace. I didn't say nothing about him. I said protect your peace. We're going to leave him out the situation. If you want to continue to go through this and get another gray hair or wrinkle to figure out where me and this dude going to be at, that's fine and dandy. But to protect my peace, I would have been out there and had that conversation. So I don't have to sit here and worry. I don't want him to be thinking that it's something more than what it is. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not your sugar daddy. We just fucking.
That's just an honest conversation.
But
and that's to protect yourself.
I'm just going to ask, how is it that it's on my end to make this decision on how we move forward? Now, if I just walk away and leave it alone, I don't need none of this. But fuck it, I gotta know people I can do that with. So I'm just trying to figure out, why do you think him bringing this burden to me, I should even care?
That's my point. Like you just said, you could walk away and say, fuck it. That protects your peace.
Oh,
You feel what
okay.
I'm saying? Whatever
Yeah, I
protects
got
your
that.
peace is what you do. If it takes a conversation or you just walking away and say, fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? Or no conversation at all.
But I just got what you said. I thought you said
You know
my
what I'm saying?
peace is, my peace. I say it is my peace.
Yeah, how you know? Oh yeah, you can give them your peace, right? You feel me?
No pun intended.
But protect yourself. However you decide to go, that's for your reasons, not because of him. You know.
Well, if he never brought it up, I wouldn't be saying anything about it. I just want to have sex. You want to argue about this? I'm like, we don't have to do this. It's just go away and stop. How am I the factor in this whole situation?
Because now that he bought that to you, you have to address the situation. It's not going away. He bought it to you. Now you having that conversation. Now just address it. It don't take a 5-minute conversation. We're not here for nothing more than sex. That's a conversation. And it clears up all that heartache and those kind of questions and all of that.
Oh, you can just be sitting there talking about, man, shit. The last relationship I've been in, this shit was fucked up. I ain't even trying to get in no more relationships at this moment. I could be looking at
whatever
TikTok.
It is.
I could be looking at TikTok and just made that statement in front of them. Man, I ain't trying to go through this shit no more. You understand? What do you feel about that? You can bring up situations. It depends on how you do it. You know what I mean? But, just protect yourself, bro. That's it.
I never thought it was an issue till he said something. I thought we can continue going. And if I say something, it's like I agree or I sympathy, I just like say, just stop coming around, dude. You don't have to do this. I'm not like got a gun to your head, anything like that.
That's a conversation. Also, that's a conversation. You can definitely tell him that. That's a conversation. But now that he done bought this situation to you, you got to address it. Either dude, stop coming over. I don't want to be doing nothing with you. But this is how the plan goes. You're going to have to address it.
I don't want that to stop.
Well, it's just a matter of you addressing it.
I think it's like what Bobby said, Dennis. It's like you don't owe him anything. The only person that you actually owe somebody something to is yourself. And so you owe it to yourself to establish what you need, what your rules, what your boundaries are, what your like, I'm never going to do that kind of shit is. That's like a consent conversation. And it doesn't really take that long. You could even type that shit up and put it on your door when people walk in the house. They just see it. Like if you're trying to be in a relationship, you're in the wrong place.
No relationships here.
Okay, this is sex spot only.
Period.
You see it at every barbershop, no checks, no fun, something, you know what I'm saying? They put
no relationships.
While you sitting in that chair, you read it. So you know not to ask for no credit for your hair or to write a check or whatever it may be. So you can put a big sign, we can spray paint, you know what I'm saying?
No relationships in this house.
Wrong place, wrong time.
But it was him that brought to me that whether I believe it or not, I'm in a relationship with him. It's just I don't accept him, is what he told me. Because we have to be in a relationship and we do what we do. You just don't want to accept the fact that you're in a relationship with me right now. And I'm like, what is the facts about you and I having sex opposed to me being with you and wanting to build a relationship? That's different, I thought.
Well, sex is an intimate thing and feelings can get caught. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm being honest with you. It's an intimate thing. You're doing something that's intimate. So he kind of caught feelings for you, Dennis. You can't get mad at it. You could be, I don't know you in a relationship way. You feel what I'm saying? But you may be that dude he been looking for. Your black knight shining armor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's an intimate thing. So he made a caught feelings for you. That's what he's doing. He's having a conversation with you to protect his peace and let you know how he feels. Dog, I feel that we're in a relationship. My heart's going towards
conversation. You're right, Bobby. That's a conversation.
He was more groaning than you by coming out there and saying what he feel and how he said. You feel what I'm saying? Because he's letting him know how his heart feel. Dog,
And people define relationships differently. We are all in a relationship. All 5 of us on this panel right now.
Yes.
It's not an intimate relationship. We're not boning each other and stuff like that. Well, at least not that I know of. And we are still in a relationship. In fact, we are in a multi-year at this point relationship. We have been together for more than 1 year, and we have been working on goals together. That's a relationship.
So
And
I
so
get my
people,
anniversary gift, so I should be getting a gift soon.
okay, right? Right?
Yes.
So like I think you get to define your relationship, and that's kind of what I was meaning by consent. Like you get to say, these are the things that I'm looking for in a relationship, or I'm not looking for a relationship, or this is the kind of relationship that we have. You come over, we fuck, you leave. That's it. I'm not giving you money. I'm not giving you no food. I'm not giving you cigarettes or anything else. This is strictly a sexual relationship.
Now, see
That
that's
established choice.
no, that's wrong.
Why?
That's
Because that
not my
gives everybody
style.
a choice. It's not your
Listen,
style.
no, that's not my no. Now, come on, now, y'all, come on.
To have a conversation.
No, not to see. Yeah, okay, I'm done. I'm done because you cannot do that. Food is part of the whole game. The party favors, that's part of the whole game too. How do you deny that? I mean,
It's only part of the game, Dennis, because you have set it up that way. It's not part of the game for everybody. That's part of your game. And
Thanks,
clearly he doesn't know the rules to your game. So you just gotta let him know. Like this is how you play with Dennis. Da 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 da.
well,
2-minute conversation.
That's why you get some of the things that you get because it's a trade-off.
But it takes conversation, right?
No, it's some of it is I thought was obvious the way things are going.
Nothing's obvious. Nothing's obvious.
And Dennis, you're a giving person. So like anybody that comes over and hangs out with you, you're gonna make sure that they have access to the stuff that they need, food or something to drink or whatever. That's just you. You're a hospitable kind of person.
But sometimes he comes and wash dishes, he'll clean my bathroom, he'll give back some things in trade too. So I'm thinking like we are both not in a relationship, but we're doing things for each other. It's not like I take advantage of him or he take advantage of me. I thought the sex was just a part of, it just happens. There is no conversation,
Dennis, this is 2022.
Right. Wow.
You are fucking around with somebody who is in a completely different generation than you are. They are used to talking about consent. They are used to talking about what they want, what they need, how they define their body, what you can call them, what pronouns to use, all that kind of shit. But that's not how we grew up. So you need to, if you're going to be in the generation X or Y or Z, then you need to kind of understand their rules. And what they do is actually talk and have a conversation and say what the fuck they need and what they want and what they expect. Because we gave them in our generation the license to do that. So now it's your turn just to reciprocate and say,
so you said y'all older
know.
people created monsters.
No, basically, what
he taught them the correct way.
What you're like the Senate at the moment. You know how they out of touch?
That's what you say, Bobby.
But they out of touch. The Senate is out of touch. They over 50. They don't know what the fuck's going on right now.
Bobby, I'm over 50.
Over 50 in the Senate should not be over there. Or even 60.
Okay, that's better.
You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, because they're out of touch. Because times has changed. It's not like it was 50, 60 years ago. You understand? So, that's the situation you're in now. You got to move up. For instance, let me give you a prime example. We just went through this before we even got online. Y'all seen the video, y'all swore just came out, but that's just like 2 years ago, almost 2 years old.
Damn.
You feel what I'm saying? Because that was a promotion video. You feel me? So things like that, your database is not up to date, but it's there, You
better upgrade your software, buddy.
You still on
I'm
Apple?
still using disk The little
Right.
thing.
You still on that DOS system.
You still on dial up, you know.
Okay, I'm you know what? This
Yeah.
is not gonna work.
So
And I like that
communicate.
this
So
generation,
communication is not just words in a song. It's something the young kids now actually do.
but I'm glad this generation is communicating because that's something that we was not doing and have not have done for a long time. You know, to
And
talk.
it makes stuff easier.
Let's figure this
Just-
out before you pick a switch and beat me. You know.
Yeah, I remember those days. They would get a switch and beat you. They'd ask you what you do.
But that goes
So
on with
so
life in
now
general.
don't get mad at the little kids when they start talking about give me this, give me that. When y'all haven't had the conversation for them to get those boundaries established. I'm not here for all that. I'm only
But
here
you
for
know,
uglies.
but we know we got it. But that's not only in relationships. You know, we have
Mhm.
those traits where we're not communicating. It goes in many ways, everyday life, business, and everything. Communication is key. Period. You know what I mean? If you don't communicate, you can lose a lot. You know, you really can.
Why not?
Yes. I'm so what? I just stop and leave the person alone?
That's a decision you have to make. Is this something you want to continue to do? I mean, it's easy decisions. I mean, for you, it's what you want to do. Just be honest about it.
I don't know what that means, but I guess I'll go that route. Because I thought I was honest, but I guess y'all said I'm not.
Did you tell them
Well,
what
I
you
don't think
want?
it's not that you're not honest, Dennis, or that you haven't been honest. You just haven't said what your expectations are. Like you said, he does these things, and you thought that those things that he did are reciprocal to the things that you did, and sex is just the cherry on top.
Yes, you get it.
I do get it.
We're
And
there.
I'm
That you
totally
are
there
having,
with you.
and you're having the conversation. You all are
Right, 'cause-
having a conversation about.
Okay,
it.
so if y'all
But I
start
think
right there,
he just
it's
probably
perfect.
needs a tit for tat. Like, okay, if you come over 4 times a week and you do my dishes and you do these things, then I'll have a $20 bill for you. And that can be a reciprocal thing. Or I'll take you out to dinner, or we'll order dinner in, or like whatever it is. But I think that you probably just need to spell it out, because if I'm over at somebody's house and I'm doing their dishes and I'm cleaning up after them and I'm having sex with them, then I'm probably going to think that I'm in some kind of relationship with them. But I'm going to ask. I'm going to be like, what's up with this? Because I'm feeling used right here.
How?
Did he give you did you give him the statement that only gas or cash, nothing rides for free? Did you give him that? Because
Yeah.
that gives the whole dynamics.
Yes.
Grass, or cash, nothing rides
No
for free.
for free.
So,
That's my prerequisite.
okay, did you give it to him?
Yes.
And you going beyond that?
Well, I don't know. It's like I didn't say that, or it was a joke. I don't know.
Oh, maybe you got to clear it up with him so they know.
He's not riding for free if he's doing your dishes, motherfucker.
Or he's giving you ass.
So
if he's doing those miscellaneous things, yeah, that's a lot.
Did he wash your first load of clothes?
No, I ain't gonna watch.
Oh.
But it's not consistent when he does those things. You know, it seems like when you want something, you do more of those things.
Oh, that's the game.
Oh, so now he's on the
You
game.
know the game. You know the game.
So now we've noticed.
Let me go over to my Cohen. Yeah, let me go to my Cohen's house, get him together, dust him out real quick, and get my $20, and I'll be out of there.
Or that seemed like also parental. Like you want something, you want your daddy to buy you something, you want to go out to the movies with your friends, you mow the grass.
Or if you're cute, just come over here and bend it over. Touch your toes.
Okay. Y'all make it seem so cheap.
It's the basic. I mean, it's how you look at it. Perception is everything, but it is what it is. Nothing rides for free in your book.
What I'm saying,
and they should understand that.
no. Should I change it? No good deeds go on. I'm just saying, y'all.
So you dust them off right, so that good deed is just too much to throw away.
Right. So I'm like, good deeds are a good deed. There is no like, I don't know, is a measuring stick that y'all trying to put on this?
There's no measuring stick. It's all about you and your feelings. This is you only one can gauge how you feel about this situation. We're living vicariously through you at this moment on this situation only. And right now, your coin is getting a feeling, playing like they got the feelings for you a little bit more.
No hate.
No hate. No hate. You know, we get old to strive for these positions. Sometimes we want to take care of our young people. It's just in your bones.
So yes, but by knowing certain things, you should know already. But I guess it's my fault.
I'm just gonna ask, do we just automatically assume that they automatically should know? Which that assumptions, backfires on ourselves because we assumed that they knew.
Yeah, we never should have known.
Thank you, Bobby.
Because everyone have an ass.
So did you assume that they should know?
No, we've talked about this, and I guess I wasn't extensive enough, as y'all saying, on what I really wanted. I guess I don't know, but it's very difficult to think of everything in that moment.
Right, he just told you what he wanted. So what you gonna do?
Well, now that I'm thinking this kind of whole thing off and be done with this shit because I can't do that relationship thing right now. I mean, I don't have the capacity or the time or the willpower.
Oh, that's so sad.
No wonder she hadn't gotten back to me.
Mm-hmm. But
try someone 40.
What does that mean?
That way y'all both know where you're going. Because that 40-year-old gonna tell you, oh, I want this, that, and the other.
So I should get somebody closer to my age?
Well, I never say that. It's up to you.
It's up to you. But I do think whoever you get, you should be able to have conversations with them just to let them know. This is how it's going down. You have a choice.
I don't know how we get to the point we get to if we didn't have conversation. But I digress.
You don't know. When they start asking you for dollars, then that's when you start getting that clarity. It's a perfect opportunity to begin starting those kind of conversations.
What, money changes the game?
Is that what you said you wanted there to bump uglies? Where money come into the game, period.
I mean, if you need to borrow some money or you need something, I mean, we're supposed to be something.
If you got to borrow something that requires a conversation, and that requires a conversation, so I know when you're gonna pay it back. All of this is just quick conversations. I'm not talking about having to sit down and open a book and have dinner and do all that. Just quick conversation, just to get everything straight.
You're not making funeral arrangements.
I agree.
You just getting it straight, bro. I'm not here for that. Can we go bump uglies real fast? But I ain't here for no dollars. It's that simple.
See, it doesn't come that way. Like, you know what? That's
doesn't come like what?
Okay, we be just friends with benefits.
Because the money conversation is gonna always come around, whether it's you doing all that.
Listen, it's not about the money always. It could be two separate situations. Like, yeah, I came and did that, whatever we did that, and that's nothing. Down the line, maybe a week or so. Oh, can you give me $1 million? And blah, blah, blah,
that's
blah,
a conversation. That's just a quick conversation. Is that stuff that you want to continue? Those kind of conversations, period. I mean, that's just a quick conversation.
I mean, but everybody do the same thing. Even friends I'm not having sex with. Can I borrow a couple dollars? Can I get this? Can I, get this on?
I fortunately am one of your friends, and I've been around you, and that's a conversation. That's not just here. I'm gonna just throw this down on the table and we don't talk about it. No, that's a conversation. I need to
That's
know.
a yes or
And,
no answer.
you know, that's a conversation.
That conversation we have had before. And
It's
it's like,
a yes. You make shit out of a mountain. It's a yes or no answer. Can I have
that's true.
$20? No. Can I have $5? Yes. No. It's a one-word answer. You making
Okay.
this shit like you got to give a dialogue or a speech.
I don't give a
Yes.
dialogue. I tell them this.
No, I don't have it.
It's
Sorry.
not.
No,
Okay,
stop asking me.
if you're going to pay me back, I don't mind lending you money. If it's a half, we have to negotiate. Now, if you don't pay me back, that's an issue.
Yes.
Because
No.
Or even what you just said, Dennis, is a conversation. That's all I'm saying is just be honest and, you know, you're giving clear rules and boundaries. It's that.
If you gave it to them before and they didn't pay you back, no. If they gave it to you before and they paid you back, yes, maybe. You know, it's up to you. It's a yes or no answer. It's nothing. You're not mixing chemicals.
Or if it's the first time, out, you got to let the people know on the first time out. This is a loan. This ain't a gift. Or I'm not the coin. You know. Or yes, baby, anything you want. If you only got to do it one time.
Hold on. Can I get $20? Okay, when can you give it back?
Right. You only got to do it one time, and then that established.
Oh, you know I charge interest 30 cents per day.
Oh, see, that's a conversation. It's a conversation.
Oh no, I had a friend that did that. He charged 30 cents per day.
Didn't he tell you up front? Didn't he have that conversation with you up front?
Well, I didn't ask for him. I heard him tell someone else. And you know, I took that and was like on it. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. So he said, when they say they're gonna give it to me on Friday and they don't give it to me, I don't run after them. I don't do none of that. I charge 30 cents per day. And let them know that up front.
Right, that's a conversation. That's all I'm saying.
So if they pay you back the principal and not your interest, what does that mean?
Does that count?
What does that mean? You know you can't come back to the bank of Bobby Leroy.
So I'm saying they paid your principal, but your 30 cents a day they didn't pay you.
You know what I mean? You can't come back to Bobby Leroy.
Okay.
For one, you didn't keep on your agreement.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? That was you broke the contract. Once you broke your contract, you know, that was it. That's your loss. You better find another loan officer.
Okay.
This brokerage firm is closed to you.
That's no matter what.
If you didn't pay my principal and pay everything, you good.
Oh wow! So you hard. I mean, if you pay back the principal, you know, and maybe not the interest, I maybe say it's okay.
The principle is stick to your word. So if you was gonna pay me on Friday, don't try to pay me 2 Fridays later.
Damn. Okay. See, y'all, that's too much. But I get it. I mean,
now we all go through something. If you're going through something, there's something totally different. You know what I mean? But you know, when I know you out there doing what you do, you doing you, yeah.
But how do you know?
I'm your friend. I gotta be your friend if you ask me for some money. I got to be your friend because a nigga.
So you get to determine what's the best thing to do with the money. As long as they give it back to you, if they burn it, it should make a difference.
No, I'm not saying. No, you get it totally wrong. What I'm saying. Everyone goes through something. If you can't pay me on Friday, you will communicate with me. Yo, I'm going through this. It's communication. I'm going through this. You know.
I guess. As soon as I grow up, I'll have all this stuff figured out. I promise.
We don't take a whole hour talking about you and your promiscuous.
That's what old people doing. Quick question I saw in the newspaper. Your ex, something happened and your ex passes away. You have children by your ex. All that good stuff. 40 years later, you find out that they passed away. Do you go to the funeral or not?
Yeah.
Would you go?
Say that one more time.
Would you go to your ex's funeral? You got children with your ex. Y'all ain't dealt with each other over 40 years and all that stuff. I'm tired, because we old people. And they pass away. Do you go to the funeral or not?
Ooh. It depends. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know?
I would, because that's my children's parents.
That's the first thing I said, Bobby. I agree with you. First thing, I'm going to go. And we were friends. We just...
Well, it's just to pay my respect. He was a good person for me to open my legs for.
But
at that time,
they did.
I'm going to pay my respects. I'm going to pay my respects. Yes.
They did.
What does that mean? I'm going to pay respects. So, just like when everybody else died, you go to pay your respects.
It depends on who they were.
Like I said, it was your ex. You have the right to choose whether or not, yes or no.
I got some exes, but I wouldn't go to their funeral.
Then that would be, on that person would be a no. I don't know, bother.
You didn't hear his question. He said, if you had an ex with children.
With your child, you got the kid. This is your ex. You still got the kid.
Well, the kid can always be mine, whether he's big or not. But
I'm just saying, y'all ain't dealt with each other in 40 years. Y'all don't have no relationship.
I ain't going.
They died. Okay, that should be an easy question. I ain't dealt with them in 1,000 years. That's just personal. What you say, Rock?
I would hate to be your spouse and get an argument.
Imagine not having any kind of connection with the person who I had a child with. If my child's father passed away, I would definitely go to his funeral. But I don't think it would be like cause drama. If it was something that would cause drama, if his new family hated me and stuff like that, then I probably wouldn't.
I would throw that caveat in. The wife, his new wife, actually put a ban on you showing up.
That's different.
Yeah, that's different.
What's different about it?
I don't have time for the drama.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to disrespect her. Especially if she has a relationship with my child or he has a relationship with my child.
No, they don't have a relationship. No, even the kids didn't go. Only you have a relationship. This is just with you. And she just didn't like you because technically she is the woman that he was sleeping with that he married after you.
But it's 40 years later. I ain't going.
That's 40 years later. I'm just asking you, would you go?
So the way you explained it to me and me listening, he was still in love with this woman. And 40 years he got with this other woman he was cheating with. And during them 40 years, he probably still was talking about that woman.
The 40 years he was with the woman he was cheating with.
Right. So
he left you and went with that person he left you for and been with them for the last 40 years. Y'all kids are grown, nobody at house, all that kind of stuff. You just haven't had kids with him, and
for her to have that much pain, he must still been in love with her.
You think that was a conversation in the new people's house?
Probably. Or within an argument.
To what? I don't understand why you would try to ban somebody from going to the funeral. The man dead. It ain't like we supposed to get back together on that.
I ain't going, Dennis.
What? You say you wouldn't go?
No, it's been 40 years. You said the children are grown. The kids.
Everybody grown, yes.
Go to their father's funeral. I wouldn't have to go.
It's not that you have to.
No,
I don't know. If we were friends, and I'm, even though everybody's grown and all that kind of stuff, and maybe I still had some kind of feelings for him after 40 years, regardless who I was with at that moment, I would go. Not to cause drama. I'd stand in the back door. I'd stand at the back room, but I'd have to make sure he gone.
I don't know. I have a few exes. I'll go to their funerals before I would go to my ex-husband's funeral.
Right. There's just some exes that
I
don't
don't
fall in
have
no
kids by
category.
those other folks, but I would probably go to their funeral over going to his.
Right. Well, no. Yeah. No. We didn't. Yeah.
No, I'm
That's
not
all.
going. That's just crazy. I mean, it's the reason why y'all broke up.
Well, I
But
mean, like I said, I'm just going to make sure you did. I don't want no dead. I don't. I'm going to make sure you are actually. It's you going in that ground. Not nobody lied to me. I'm going to double check.
I definitely like if I was still friends with that person, I would definitely go. But if they lived in another state and there
Yep.
was discord and all that stuff, no. If there was discord and I lived in the same state, I might drive by just to see who showed up.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying. I just have to do that. Yes, I'm with you, right? Yes. I'm gonna have to go and see who's all in there. What friends I know that's in there.
you know, I have this scenario in my life, and I wouldn't go to. I don't know if I would go to my ex's funeral now. Is that like the way I feel? No.
Well, not all of your exes you would want to go. Period. They could die. They be what I see in an article. They can ride away in a Toyota Civic. I mean, for all you care. Um, but there are one or two that you might just want to just double check on, just make sure.
I don't know. But gotta be some kind of type of love.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like if my kid was gonna go and I felt like they might need
Support.
additional emotional support beyond their current partner, like then I might go. But if there was discord, I just don't need that drama. And I think a funeral and a wedding are no places to have drama.
I wouldn't do the wedding, but I'd go to the funeral. I mean, it's my closure too. I'm not going. It's not like I'm going to the whole service and I want to walk with the family and do all that. No, we're not doing all that. I'll be in the back. You won't even know I was in there. Just going in there.
It
I might have
depends
to
on
do the
how,
walk around.
So
okay, I'm
she'd
gonna be
say
real with you.
something to
It
you.
depends on how petty I'm gonna be on that day.
Who are you?
There you
Yep.
go. It depends
I
on
like
how
people.
petty you wake up that morning.
It depends on how I roll that morning because I may just walk down with the family.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh,
Yeah, it
You
depends on how
know,
petty you feel that morning.
and I might just come to the wedding in all white. Yes.
Now I
You
heard a
know what I'm saying?
story. Now I'll ask
With
another question
with the
after
biggest
this.
whitest fur out there, yes, I will be Aretha Franklin with a floor-length fur to
that's
make sure
rude.
you see me. No,
Oh,
I just told you it depends on the pettiness I will be on the day.
right. Well, okay. I'm gonna take it to a happier note. So it was your big day. You and Milton getting ready to get married and all that kind of stuff. Y'all got your colors picked out, and your mother-in-law show up in her white, in her full-length white bear coat. How you gonna feel if that was your mother-in-law that stepped in with us? So how would you do?
Oh, that'd be cute. You feel what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna have a white, so I ain't even tripping.
But you know what? I've been to that before.
So she coming in as the whitest white she can have on because I'm gonna have on cream, so it wouldn't even make me no difference.
But now she caught your colors. She changed. It was a cream outfit she came on.
I know, man.
Because she knew your color scheme, and so she wanted to outdo whatever you had on.
Yeah, I doubt she'd do that, but I wouldn't mind.
Well, you can't take that to your mom. You gotta let that go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
But why
Because
would your mother try to be in competition with you to show you out on your day? That's
right,
kind
that's ugly. I'm with Sina. That's ugly. And that's how you know what you in store for. That's like day
Yeah,
one of what you're in store for some time.
yeah. I mean, it's a sample. That's why I'm in Minnesota, and that's why she's in Florida. So it's you know, it's distance. You can love your parents from afar.
But don't
You
all
can
parents
deal with
come to
afar.
slay when they wear their clothes? They
You
come
don't
too.
overstep. You don't overstep the bride or the groom. You know, it's their day. It's not your parents' day. It's the
right.
bride
You
and
saw
groom's
what
day.
Lisa Ray did for her sister. Put on
Like
a
what?
purple dress. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
put white on, and all she wears is white. But that day, she put on a purple dress for her sister. You did
Right.
it for your the people you love. You make
Right.
the
You just don't overstep them.
right.
I think it's something that, would kind of, well, at least I'll just speak to my own experience. My mother-in-law wore the wrong color dress.
Okay.
Okay, we've
On
been divorced
purpose.
for like some 25 years.
Uh-huh.
I don't really care. It's not something that I think about. But when you brought it up, it did stick in my craw just a little bit.
Really? Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You know, she may be listening.
Well, that's okay because she knows she wore the wrong color dress.
So this is a real life scenario. Because I read this, and I read the newspaper, and this was a story in there, but I didn't know my friends that
Well,
actually
that's just like
went through that.
their last situation is a movie. Actually, it's called Monster-in-Law with Jennifer Lopez and that young lady. I forgot her name, but yeah, it's an actual movie.
Where the mother-in-laws are always competing over
The
the wives.
mother-in-law she was competing with the daughter to the law to be.
Yeah.
You know, they was going at it. It's a cute movie.
Is that a syndrome?
Well, no, I ain't gonna say it's a syndrome. I had an issue like this with one of my oldest son's girlfriends. So I have a tradition I do with him. Ever since he's been like 2, I bake him a cake every morning for his birthday. Every year, like he get a cake on his birthday morning. One year, the girl wanted to bake the cake, or the girl had baked the cake. And I'm like, well, what are you doing?
You know that's my
You know what I'm saying?
job.
That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't think that I was trying to compete with her, but my cake was better. But still, why you set that up for us to compete? You know that's my
That's
thing.
that's not cool. That's not cool at all.
Yeah.
That's
How is
not
it?
cool.
What's not cool about it?
If you've known for many years, this is something that this person does. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take mom out of. This person does this and have done it for all these years. How you gonna circumvent them out of the way just because this person got in? That's rude.
Isn't that
Now,
situation?
And now I'm gonna throw mom in there, especially if you know that your mom's going to do
Who
you
wore it
don't
better?
do that now at this point. Now I can see if the mom is gone, had passed on, then you probably do it for your husband then, just to keep the tradition going. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, no, you don't do it while they're walking around.
No.
Are these
And
unspoken rules?
this is just common courtesy. This is just common decency.
I mean, I think it can depend, right? Because like, okay, when I first got with my ex-husband, we lived in a house and everything, and his mother sent Thanksgiving, hi Liz, if you're watching, on the Greyhound bus.
Oh my Lord.
Okay, she cooked it all, prepared it, and then put it on dry ice and sent it on the Greyhound. I think because she thought that the other women in the house could not handle preparing the dinner. Or it could have been more like Sina was speaking about, like she just wanted to make sure that the tradition that her and her kid had, which I don't really think was a tradition, lived on. I think it was more of a, I'm gonna make sure you're taken care of than I want to show you up. But on the recipient end of that, it did feel a little bit like, what the fuck? I live with your son, and now you're gonna send the whole Thanksgiving dinner?
Did she not know you could cook?
But thank you for that, Rox, because I didn't know I could ship the Greyhound.
Yeah, you can ship food on Greyhound. Just put it on the dry ice. Thanks for the tip.
I'm
Yes,
calling you,
Mama.
family. I'm calling you in DC. I'll be calling you soon. Put my shit on Greyhound. I'll be there.
Okay.
It takes
But
24 hours to get here.
Roxanne, that you can't cook. Because my mama did the same thing for me. Because my wife couldn't cook either. Because y'all use microwaves, I was told.
Well, I'm looking at you now, and I know what your brother looked like. And I don't really think y'all have ever went hungry since you turned about at least 15 years old.
I'm gonna say 11.
Okay. But still, she felt
And
that.
you are correct. I was not as good of a cook then. I mean, the first time I made barbecue turkey legs, I did try to put the barbecue sauce on when the meat was still raw. Because I didn't.
But you didn't know the whole
learned.
lot.
I learned. And now people request my ham
But
and my
we
turkey.
didn't know either because we would complain to mom about, the microwave dinners and stuff like that. So she said, baby, I'm gonna send you some food. Forget her.
Oh, so it was y'all was the culprits.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
It's
Always,
always the
Liz.
son.
always.
Sorry for
It is
harboring that.
always the sons that start that mess. It's always the son. They know exactly what they're doing.
No, it wasn't that way in the beginning because I thought that
In the beginning.
No, because I did until she told me, that was unfair. I thought that listen, Ma, I she can't cook a pie like you. I want that dressing like you make. I want, I was just
Oh, you said
asking.
it was on your mama's titty. That was going on.
See, Bobby, that's you wrong.
And I'm sure you didn't tell your wife you was gonna call your mama and ask her to ship that to y'all.
But they couldn't cook
My
macaroni.
mama would have emailed her or written her recipe right on down.
Right, they had a conversation about it.
But honestly, my mom raised all her boys to know how to cook. Every last one of us know how to burn. You understand what I'm saying? So she made sure that we knew how to feed ourselves if the woman didn't know how to.
No,
so that's
Bobby,
why I said she would write down a recipe quick.
Bobby,
See,
I can't
Bobby,
follow
I like
recipes.
how you brought it.
I can follow recipes. I just don't like to cook. I would prefer someone else to do it for me because I'm not like I can't.
You're mama's boy.
No, because okay, some people go into the store and look at stuff and plan a meal. I can't do that. Literally, I don't know. Like I wouldn't know how to gather all the ingredients to make sure I get everything. I'd be going back.
You know what you like, right?
Yes, I'll get
apparently.
Hold on, you know how to use YouTube to get every music channel that you want. The same thing that you like, you want some yin yang hu, you can go in there and put that in there. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can make Chinese food, you can make Southern food. They teach you on social media.
Bobby, I get to the store and I lose my brain. I go get a pack of meat.
That's why you write it down. If you think you're gonna lose
Lord
it,
Jesus, this
text
is too
yourself.
much.
Everyone keep their phone. Text yourself. I do
Hard
that.
teaching these old dogs new tricks.
I would literally text myself a whole list so I know
if I get a list and then I get to the store and they got a sale, it's all out the window.
They got a sale on what?
Some recipe sites you can even text the list of ingredients to yourself right from the page.
Yep.
Or even better, you can go on Instacart and they got some recipes there and you can just click the button and you'll get all the ingredients added to your cart and they'll deliver the groceries to you.
Wow.
Okay, you won't have to be thrown off. Thank you, sir. Thank
Instacart, y'all know that's my shit.
All right. Thank you.
All mobile apps is hey, it's 2022. I sit on my couch and do grocery shopping. What are you talking about? I grocery shop from my couch. I don't go out to see these people. COVID taught me well.
I did it a couple of times and they didn't get the stuff all the way right. So I'm like, I don't like that.
You get
gotta give them a chance. Maybe they had a bad day that day. You gotta give them a chance.
Look, all you gotta do is let them know that something happened. This happened to me yesterday. I was ordering food for a client way outside of the Twin Cities. The only thing that was available was DoorDash. So I ordered the groceries into DoorDash. They delivered the groceries. He called me up and said, hey, they forgot something. So I sent a little note and said, you forgot this item. I was charged for it. Not only did they answer me back right away, but they gave me a $10 credit in addition to returning the money that they had billed me for.
How you do?
Yep. Yep.
All
And they give you
right,
the
that's what I'm
option.
talking about.
And then they give you the option: do you want to be refunded, or do you actually want the stuff? They
Yep.
would send them back out and shop for you. It's the best service ever. The best service ever. I feel bougie when I do it though. You know, my groceries just sit
But I
there
don't stop.
on my doorstep.
No.
You know,
Will not stop. Love it.
Right. I feel bad, but I ain't gonna stop.
Y'all, it's 7:00, y'all. Thank everybody for joining us again on another episode of the BIPOC Happy Hour. Again, we'll be back here later in the week. We appreciate y'all. Peace out.